So I've got my "What's Really Going On" T-shirt on, and as I asked that question so many times, I thought it's about time that I did a little series of what's really going on videos. So um, what's really going on right now for me is a few things. Firstly, the realization um, that many people are interested in what I have to say. That in and of itself, I have to be really careful about because um, I just went to see Chris Grayling, who basically managed to hypnotize me, and I don't know why I'm so surprised. And if any of you ever go into a supermarket, you will be, I mean, you'll be hypnotized. If you don't believe me, here's a little thing you can do next time you go to the supermarket: is go to a supermarket, right, and walk around and just observe your mind, observe where your eyes go, observe your thoughts as you see whatever it is that you see. Just notice what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Don't buy anything. Just sort of walk around the aisles and just notice what happens, where your eyes go, or which aisles you're attracted to even go to. And you'll see that we're being subjected to this kind of hypnotic technique all the time. What Derren Brown does, you make sure you're looking over there and you're not looking over here where the action's happening. And that we're coming up to the general illusion. And to me, what's really going on is this is actually one big, I don't know, it's just a show. It's just literally but it's a sophisticated magician's trick. And it seems to me that anybody who votes, and I would have voted 10 years ago. I don't know if I have voted. I can't remember, but I would, I wouldn't have realised that voting is just a religious ritual, and that the whole thing is basically not just a show. It's a religion. It's a faith-based religion, and if you start to pick it apart, people people after a little while, people will say, "Oh, well, what's the alternative?" It doesn't take, which is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It just shows you how ridiculous the whole illusion is. The whole idea of having some group of people having loads of power and deciding how we get to choose them. I mean, it's So I went anyway. So I went to see Chris Grayling. Actually, went to see Grant Shapps, and with the intention of kind of getting my megaphone out and doing something, but he cancelled. So it was Chris Grayling, and I don't know if he actually really believes what he's saying. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I don't understand how someone can say things that are meaningless. I don't know if he believes the kind of slogans, "We're going to make things better." Britain is turned a corner. We need to finish off what we've done already. Thanks. Yeah, kill some more people. It's and so I went to see him at Chris Grayling, and he was talking to these people. And you see, the point is, to go back to the beginning, is that when more and more and more people give you the time of day and give your ideas the time of day, it's very hard for it not to go in there in your nut and start to drive you nutty. And you start to think, hold on a second, I must really I must know things. I must be right. If people are interested, I must be, And then all of a sudden, before you know it, you become an absolute expert at saying meaningless things and sounding like you're intelligent. And it's very, very powerful. It's a very powerful form of hypnosis, and all the audience were kind of hypnotized, including myself. He came over like he's just a really good bloke and intelligent, and he's got it all under control, and he really knows what's going on. But actually, if I was to get him in a room and have a little chat with him on camera and just keep asking him some difficult questions, I really doubt he could answer me questions like, how is money created? Can you explain who actually we owe all this debt to. All these countries owe debt to who? Which human beings do we owe it to? Do you know how the justice system works? You are the Minister of Justice, but how many times have you been at the wrong end of the justice system? What do you know what that's like? What is justice? Be interested to hear what he thinks justice is. You know, how come you're in this system? Do you think the system, the political system, is? Do you think it's? Oh, what question would I ask him? Do you think it's corrupt? You know, and what on earth do you mean? How does the economy even work? How does the justice system even work? Yeah, how does it all work? It's all, you know, most of it is just incomprehensible. You know, they've created thousands. I mean, they're bonkers, these people. These lawyers, yeah, I mean, they're, you know, some of them are lovely people, but they are really off their rockers, off their flipping rockers. You ever read this rubbish that they write? Absolute rubbish. Words and words and words. Why? Why all these words? Oh, anyway, so nobody seems to know how that works, the legal system. No one knows how the economy works, and certainly how the political system works. They keep that a secret of what's really going on. But it's just bonkers. It's just an illusion. It's just a trick. And these people, these, you know, politicians have got a, you know, when you watch them, you don't realise that they're keeping your focus over here. It's such an old technique. So you're not looking over there, and the whole election in and of itself is a subliminal message to get you to accept their authoritarianism, or you know, that these guys somehow have got authority. But I mean, like, just seriously, like, watch these guys, or any of them. Yeah, why should these guys, or anybody for that matter, but why should these guys be in control of all the money, the guns, the media? Why? Them? I mean, why should anybody be? But these guys, or Rupert Murdoch? I mean, it's just, you know, what a trick. It's like a religion as well, like a religion. People have faith. People have faith. Anyway, so what's really going on? It's just one grand illusion to make you think that, you know, what you say is important. And what you say and what you think is just as important as what anybody else says and thinks, of course. But putting your cross, right, and getting involved with that whole trick, you know, beyond me. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and don't forget, please, whatever you do, don't believe stuff that I say. You got to check everything out for yourself, even including that command not to believe that I say. Yeah, you need to check that in yourself, whether that's a good idea, or whether deep down you think it's actually good for you to believe everything I say. Have a great day.